Good morning, beautiful ones. How are you at the beginning of this magical new week? Welcome to this community. If you've just joined, I'm Lucy Shah Jahan, and it is my purpose, my mission to hold space and to guide as many women as I possibly can home to who they really are so that they can attract in the love of their life and live on purpose and just, really have that abundant lifestyle. I personally have lived on both ends of the spectrum. I've lived in scarcity, neediness, lack, abandonment, hazily, all of it. And where I was attracting in, just the biggest drop kicks. They were attractive, they said the right things, but they were definitely not the type of guy that I knew my heart and soul were meant to have. And so I want to have a chat with you about what a soulmate actually is, because we hear that word thrown around a lot. And for some people, they just feel like it'd be easier to fly to Mars than to actually attract their soulmate. I hear this all the time. Lucy, I just want to meet a guy. I mean, I'm not the sort of person that would attract a soulmate. And I'm like, what does that even mean? It's not true. So first of all, a soulmate relationship is your birthright and you deserve to have that level of love. But it's not going to just come to you, because we are energy and we attract who we are and we attract what we vibrate with. So if you're not actually living on purpose, and when I say living on purpose, I don't want that to stress you out, but I mean doing those things that you love, right? Even if that's just throwing yourself into a hobby big time. If you've got a day job that you're not obsessed with, but you are spending a lot of days during the month doing that hobby that lights you up, then that's still fantastic, okay? So don't stress out about that. When I met my husband, my now husband, I was living on purpose. I gave up everything to leave the lifestyle that was brilliant on paper, that was not lighting me up in Australia. And I knew that there was more for me. And all the while I was just going through the motions in this job that I didn't like. I had a billion, vision boards, because I was just like, I just want to attract my soulmate. I just want to attract my soulmate. But of course he never came, because I wasn't being the woman that I was born to be. I wasn't living in my highest self. I wasn't taking action to take care of myself and to love myself deeply and to make myself a priority. So that's why I was attracting in guys that weren't making me the priority either. I was attracting guys that weren't living on purpose either. So we'd go out, we'd both look the part. He'd look hot, I'd be dressed up. We'd have these kind of top line conversations, and then we'd kiss, but there was no substance, because I wasn't being my authentic self. I wasn't in alignment. And so of course the guys that I was attracting weren't either. So then when I decided I am fucking done with this, what is it that I know that is what I should be doing on this planet? And when I chose to do that unapologetically, to actually go and be me and to do those things that my soul wanted to do, what happened? Of course, I attracted in my soulmate, and I met him when I was already on my path. Now, I wasn't far down my path. I want you to really hear this. This is not about you having to have everything sorted out career-wise. It's just not. Because love is the highest currency. And when you let love in, it up-levels your entire life. What you do want to take care of for sure is to get clear on what is it that I love? What am I here to do? And then go and put your energy into that, instead of putting your energy into attracting the guy and wearing yourself out on apps. And you will not be coming from neediness. You'll be coming from a place of fullness, because you're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your desires. Does that make sense? Hey, Gemsy. So I want you to know that this soulmate word isn't something that you need to see as separate to yourself. Everyone can have a soulmate relationship, but you've got to have the ovaries to fucking take a look at yourself and go, what am I doing with my life? Am I sitting here in victimhood, just waiting for the universe to bring me my guy when you're not doing anything different? Because it's not going to happen for you, ever. The universe is only responding to the level and the amount of action that you're taking in your life to live your best life. And that really does require action. The universe does not respond to laziness or entitlement. The universe wants to bring you everything that you desire, but it also wants to see you pulling your finger out. For me, as I was sitting there, honestly, I was saying things like, well, I just don't think I'm soulmate material. I'm this free spirit. I've got a really big energy, and maybe I'm just not meant to have a soulmate relationship. Can you relate? It's the biggest bunch of baloney ever. Oh shit, did I just say baloney? I'm really turning American. I can't believe I just said that. So I want you to really get back in the driver's seat of your life. You're in this community for a reason. You deserve to be deeply loved. A soulmate relationship is very different to just any other relationship because you're actually in alignment. It feels easy. It's not to say you're not going to have disagreements, and it's not to say it's going to be like perfect, because there is no perfect relationship. But I can honestly tell you that the difference with this relationship that I have with my husband compared to other relationships was I was always overthinking, second guessing. With him, it's just easy. Honestly, I do not feel like I've had my wings clipped. I feel just as free as I did when I was single, honestly. We really support each other with what we're here to do in the world. And, he teaches me so much and I teach him so much. And so we're really growing. Does not mean we haven't had some really big kahuna fights either. I really want to make that clear. There's no such thing as like this fairy tale relationship where everything is just always perfect. But we are growing together. We're on the same path, and it's very, very deeply supportive and real. That's what a soulmate relationship is. There are other relationships which are just hard work. They're based on control. They're based on codependence. They're based on victimhood. So many different paradigms and dynamics. A soulmate relationship is you're just going to know, you're going to feel it. It's just basically like, I know when I met Anam, I was like, oh, is this what it's meant to feel like? I thought I was meant to be jumping off a sofa on Oprah like Tom Cruise did. It's not like that. It's very, very calm and just a deep knowing, and it's relaxed, and it's like, oh, this person's here to do life with me. Wow, okay, he just loves me. He loves me for who I am. Okay, great. And there's none of this overthinking. But the reason that I attracted him in was because I put the energy and the effort into loving myself first and to getting to the bottom of who I am and what I'm here to do. So when he met me, he was really drawn to me because he was like, you're not looking for a relationship. You're just really happy with who you are. I'm like, yes. So that's the magic. And sorry, I'm just cleaning up my dog's poop. That's what I'm helping women with all the time. Amazing women just like you. Hey, Stevie, come, darling. Come. And obviously, those of you watching, you've done the program, right? You can speak to this, but I don't teach you how to put a brilliant profile on the apps. That's not what you need. I teach you how to come home to your own heart and your own soul and how to embody your self-worth. It's not enough to just look at a CV and have your friends tell you you're a great catch. That doesn't mean anything. It's about you genuinely connecting with that self-worth and what's so fucking amazing about you and walking in that. And it's palpable. You can't fake self-worth. So if that's where many of you will be getting very, very frustrated and confused to be like, why the hell have I not attracted in my guy? I'm a good catch. And I was the same. And it was really fucking frustrating until I went, okay, there's got to be something that I'm not doing. There's got to be something that I'm missing. And there was. It was the relationship with me. That's who you've been looking for your entire life. You have been looking to be in that intimate, loving, unconditional relationship with yourself. And until you do the work to do that, you will not attract your soulmate. But my message today is that he exists and you deserve it. And this should feel really powerful to you, that you can just get out there and realize the support is here. It's just going to come down to whether you're willing to fight for yourself and to put yourself first and to do the work. Because when you do, the universe is going to get behind you and you are going to be like, fuck, I wish I did this a long time ago. Okay? So big, big love. Seriously, really take this in, breathe it in. You were born for a beautiful, heart-connected soulmate relationship. That is your birthright, and you deserve nothing less than that. So if you're in some sort of mediocre bullshit fling right now, get the fuck out of it. If you're in a relationship with someone who's not treating you like royalty, get out of it and focus on the relationship with yourself, and you will watch your life change. Mwah.